Ayezu, Ayeza, Ayezuzu, Ayezu, MFA, MFA, Ehejo, Ehejo, hey, hey, hey. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. National chairman of our party, who is the presiding officer at this Congress, the founder of our party and chairman of the Council of Elders, Your Excellency, President J. John Rawlings, members of the Council of Elders, Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, Honorable Minority Leader, members of the National Executive Committee of the NDC, regional, constituency, and branch executives, supporters and sympathizers of our great party, the NDC, representatives of other political parties, special invited guests, and our friends, members of the diplomatic corps, my fellow Ghanaians, our media colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Let me also join in welcoming you all, especially to the Trade Fair Center in Accra and to our 9th National Delegates Congress. We're gathered here this morning for yet another important party activity and on the theme, Together We Win 2020. Today we are strengthening and boosting our collective and noble determination to reorganize our party, promote unity within our ranks, energize our branches, and work towards winning the 2020 general elections. I congratulate each and every one of you gathered here and the millions across the country for your individual and collective efforts so far. We have begun our journey back to the Flagstaff House, and on my part, I can confidently promise you that I shall continue to provide the needed support and encouragement to the party on that journey, and it will not matter who the flag bearer of our party is. Ayezu. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, one key person who played a critical role in our reorganization effort is not here with us today. Pakwesi Bekui Emisa Arthur, my vice president, may the good Lord keep him safely in his bosom. On this occasion, I also remember very fondly our beloved Asundrehini, Professor John Evans Attamills of blessed memory. Fellow Akatamansonians, we have gathered here as one family at Congress to, among others, complete the election of our national executives who will steer the affairs of our great party for the next 4 years. It will be proper at this stage to once again congratulate our newly elected national youth and women executives, as well as all the elected executives from the branches through the constituency to the regional level. To all of you, accept my warmest congratulations. It is important to keep in mind, my brothers and sisters, that the choices we make here today will contribute to the determination of the future of the NDC and also of Ghana. We must therefore put our best foot forward to rescue Ghana from the abysmal performance of the Nana Akufo-Addo and New Patriotic Party administration. This Congress represents the hopes and aspirations of our country, it is a divine calling to which we as a party must answer. The grassroots of our party, the hard-working farmers, the fishermen, the artisans, the teachers, the nurses, other public sector workers, the business and investment community have all seen the clear difference between our great party and the MPP. We cannot fail all these people. We must be proud of our party and proud of our record in government. At each opportunity we have had to serve in government, the people of Ghana have seen more rapid progress in terms of development and improvement in economic activity. Business confidence was at an all-time high prior to 2017, and economic activity and investment in the real sector exceeded the performance in the last 2 years under the NPP. Development in the road sector, education, healthcare, electricity, water, and also in the aviation and maritime subsectors were clearly visible for all Ghanaians to see. Today, business confidence is down, and economic activity is at a standstill. The cry you hear from Ghanaians every day is, "Enko ye, enko ye." Ladies and gentlemen, the inept handling of the banking crisis has led to the almost complete collapse of the local finance sector. Banks belonging to Ghanaians have been closed, and the Akufo-Addo administration's predatory approach towards indigenous investors in that sector has created a panic run on the remaining surviving Ghanaian financial institutions. This has gravely affected small and medium enterprise lending and has led to significant job losses. Meanwhile, government borrowing continues to spiral out of control. For a party that frowned on borrowing, the current rate of unbridled borrowing represents a hypocritical U-turn, where words spoken in opposition do not match actions taken in government. Ghana's current debt has ballooned from 122 billion Ghana cedis at the end of 2016 to 170 billion cedis at the end of September 2018. This amounts to a whopping accumulation of almost 50 billion Ghana cedis debt in a space of less than 2 years. Currently, the MPP administration is only counting on a rebasing of the economy to show an artificially lower debt-to-GDP ratio, but which will still be totally out of sync with a historically low 11% revenue to GDP. In the fight against corruption, the NDC has a better record in terms of regime accountability. The NPP has proven in government that it is always reluctant to pursue their own, despite the swelling stench of corruption around their administration. All Ghanaians have received so far is lip service in the fight against corruption. A special prosecutor's office, their flagship anti-corruption instrument, remains starved of funds, personnel, and logistics to do its work. As I said in Ho last year, and I quote, "It does not take bravery to prosecute one's political opponent. The true test in the fight against corruption is holding your own people accountable when they go wrong." And so far, the president has failed this test. Most appallingly, the president has become the clearinghouse for clearing his appointees accused of corruption. He has on several occasions cleared his ministers and appointees when allegations of corruption have been made against them. Indeed, it was a very low day for Ghana when the president peddled a falsehood on a panel at the recent African Investment Forum that all allegations of corruption made against people in his administration have been investigated and cleared by independent investigative bodies. That was an obvious untruth. Even more worrying is the historic heights this administration has taken nepotism to. All comments referring to the large number of families and cronies serving in this administration have fallen on deaf ears. At the same time, insensitivity keeps manifesting in the high taxes, high port charges, high fuel prices, high transport fares, high commodity and food prices, high rent, high CD to dollar exchange rate, high national debt, and high levels of insecurity. Recently, in a barb aimed at my fellow aspirants and I, the President is quoted as saying he does not respond to presidential aspirants. What I wish to remind Mr. President is that us presidential aspirants are also citizens. We are not spectators. As presidential aspirants are also citizens and not spectators. And we are only amplifying the voices of our fellow citizens. Mr. President can choose not to listen or respond to us, but eventually the citizens of Ghana would demand that response and exact a verdict on the issues that we have kept raising. Mr. Chairman, in conclusion, Ghana surely is at a crossroads, and for that matter, the NDC is also at a crossroads. We must reach out to the people of Ghana with our alternative policy positions and programs to end the hardships they are suffering. We must curb job losses, we must eliminate incompetence, fight and make corruption unattractive, we must eschew nepotism and misrule, and position Mother Ghana back onto the path of sustainable development. We have a track record of being the People's Party, and since 1992, under Jerry John Rawlings, through to John's Eva Atamels, to my tenure, we have demonstrated our resolve to act in the interest of the people of Ghana. And we shall continue to do just that when the NDC comes back into office in the year 2021. My brothers and sisters, after today's exercise, when we put our 2018 to 2022 officers in place with other structures and organs of the party, we must and we shall organize a number of policy dialogues and conferences to put out our proposals and discuss details with industry, with business, with labor, with employers, students, farmers, fishermen, market women, etc., so that our conclusions are not only anchored in the social democratic philosophy of our party, but also meets the hopes and aspirations and desires of all these people. This is why we must elect a formidable and experienced team today, a team that will fortify the already elected regional, constituency, and branch officers to accelerate the process of reorganization and to steer the affairs of our great NDC for victory in 2020. I wish all the contestants participating in the elections today good luck. May the best candidates win, and may we display great sportsmanship by continuing to act together, even if we lose the elections in the interest of our party. We must unite for Victory 2020. My brothers and sisters, unity is crucial, and I believe with unity, respect for one another, mutual trust, focus, dedication, and determination, we shall exert ourselves and work hard to recapture power for the development of Ghana and change the current narrative of majority of Ghanaians living in hardship to that of a shared prosperity for all of us. Let us put our shoulders to the wheel. With Christ in our vessel, we smile at the storm. Let the work begin. I thank you, and may God bless us all.